Hello, Volvo's Anonymous. I think we all have a problem. Anyone I've met with a Volvo has many. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. But here's our favorite tomato. We're going to work on her today. But let's go see what I'm talking about. I needed a simple part. I needed a door lock set. And a door lock set is right there. The door locks used on eBay are like $250. Kind of crazy to me that you can charge 250 bucks for 3 or 4 keyholes that are used. This entire car was $300. So that was a no-brainer. There's the rear cover I needed for the spare tire. There's the rear cover I needed for this corner. There's the cover I need for this one. We're going to dye them all today and throw them in. So, Tomato's getting lots of good stuff. Other than the rockers, this is a decent car. It runs good. It's an AC car. It's a power window car. Everything on it works. So I'm thinking, we'll see what I do with it. But I'm going to use the parts I need off it, and then what's left of it, if I hit 500 subscribers, I'm either going to put rockers in it and do a panel wagon, or I'm going to put rockers in it and do a pickup truck. I know some are on the fence either way with what I do. Just remind yourself, this is a 191,000 mile wagon that has extensive rot I have to fix anyway. And I could definitely use a little shop truck that'll haul around bigger items with no roof in the way, or the entire back of the car, and that I don't care about getting dirty. So this will be good on fuel. It's way better than my lifted pickup. It'll be great for hauling little stuff around. So I think it'd be a neat project. Maybe we'll do that, and then we'll do some kind of engine swap on it or something. But it'd be a perfect candidate, especially considering I'm going to steal a lot of interior parts, and I can just use what's left to make something cool out of it instead of sending it to the junkyard. So anytime something's saved from the junkyard, I don't care what you did with it, at least you saved it. So if you think that way, comment. But that's my opinion. And I got a cool thing for the tomato too. I got a rear jump seat. So some of my retarded friends can ride backwards when we do stupid stuff. Or my kids get to see what it's like. But this side, not as bad on the rockers. It's got some, but it's not even close to the other side. But it's a B230F. It's got a 530 head on it, so it's a later model. AW71 trans, and it slips right now. That's why I got a good deal on it. But it's great parts, and then we can use what's left. It's also a black trim, black handle car, and if you've been buying parts for these, you know these stupid black handles, you can only buy them used, and they're like $100 a handle. You can buy the chrome ones brand new for 20 bucks. It's so stupid. So we got a nice set of black handles. We also got the adjustable mirrors, which Tomato doesn't have. It's just got fixed mirrors, so we'll put those on that too. Well, let's go back inside and take a look at the Tomato and see what we're up to. So, for the 4th time, not this box, but these ones, we've got tie rods from IPD. This looks to be close, but I won't know until we take it apart, so I gotta pull it back apart. But I'm ordering so often from them, they wrote this on the box. That was kind of nice. But we're gonna put her up in the air, and we'll see if that tie rod's right, hopefully. So give me a minute, let me get the car up in the air, and I'll be right back with you. So you didn't miss much. It takes me seconds to take these apart. So, got the outer tie rod off, the tire off. Now pull the boot. Pull that tie rod and pray to God this time it's right. I don't think my heart can take another try at finding the right one. Wrench. Thought I had the right wrench for it. Oh, maybe. This one is so bad, I hope that one's right. Can't drive the tomato right now, it's so dangerous. Very dangerous. Please. Wow, that's some thick plastic on that. Please. Finally, we have the right tie rod. My God, this has been like 4 weeks running, trying to get the right tie rod. Thank you, IPD. I can finally drive my toy. That is much better. See that relief? I'm sure you've all been there, working on something for so long and then having problems and then suddenly all gone. All the problems are gone. That's a nice feeling. Okay. Now, you put the boot back on. And I'll show you something in a second. How you guys doing out there? You feeling good? Thanks for asking. You know, I'm feeling a little better since they gave me the heart pills. But some days it's too low. My heart rate's at like 58, and even when I'm being active it won't climb. And some days it's in the middle, but it seems my blood pressure rides a wave. It's kind of crazy. Now this is actually a really good tie rod, so maybe I'll just reuse it. I was going to replace it because I have one, but this one feels like it's fairly new. Do I just do it just to do it? Or do I save the part considering I have 3 of these cars and use it when I need it? I'm pretty sure that's fairly new, so we'll just clean it and put it back. So what you didn't see off camera is I counted how many turns it took to take that off. It was 9.5. So when you do that, that will get you in the ballpark. The car still needs an alignment, a professional one. I could use some tools to do it. I'm going to send it out, get it done right. But it'll get you in the ballpark so your wheels are pointed at least the same direction, get you down the street. Oh, I got it upside down. I got to turn the tie rod. There we go. Okay. I just got to put a new cotter pin back, and that tie rod's done. Now another thing came with my awesome new parts car. I paid like an extra 150 bucks for it. The guy had 4-wheel brakes, brand new. New rotors, new calipers, new pads, new hoses, new everything. So I got all that and I think Tomato's eventually gonna get it. I was gonna do a brake upgrade on this car. I have some bigger calipers and stuff, but I think those are gonna go on my tan one because the tan one has more horsepower than this. But we'll see. Let me go up. So you know that saying, there's many ways to skin a cat? Well, this is one of those moments. This is your boot, okay? Right here, there's supposed to be a clamp. It's usually a factory crush clamp, and then you can't reuse it. You have to cut it off. So when you put this back on, first off, you have a hose here. That's a recirculation hose for any steering fluid gets trapped in here. But for this, you could use a hose clamp. The problem is it's wider than this and might tear it. A lot of guys, including me on a bunch of these, will use heavy-duty zip ties because they'll do the same job. They just need to squeeze this tight enough to keep the little bit of extra steering fluid that'll get trapped in there from getting out and keep dust from getting in. So you don't need anything with a serious bite force. So I'm going to put a new clamp on that, or a zip tie, and we'll check the whole front end, put the wheel back on, and then we'll get to some more stuff. But if you look up here, I started doing a steering install, which I'm going to clip in here and there, but I think we're going to change that with the pump off the parts car, because that pump has a reservoir built in. I like it better. It frees up my fender well. So we'll get there. Also, I was cleaning this the other day, and anything that looks like it could be rust or whatever up here, I'm trying to turn you. That's actually just Georgia clay. That wipes right off and there's clean paint under it. So that's pretty neat. Alright, give me a minute and I'll show you the next thing we got for this car. So now that the tie rod is done, all done, I checked the alignment matches on both sides. You can measure a couple places. You can measure from wheel lip to wheel lip, front and rear, and average it. You want it to toe in a hair. Here is that zip tie I was talking about. See how it's exactly the width of the little channel they give you for the clamp. It looks good, it works good. And I went on eBay and I bought an M46 shifter and tower. Now, before everyone gets all excited, hey, M46 won't fit an M47. It will, but what I'm gonna have to do is cut and shorten it. Cut and shorten it, or here, I don't think you're seeing as good as you could. Let's try that. Better. I can cut and shorten it, weld it back together, or when I have my tower out, I can straighten that tower, see what I can do with it. But I needed the shift shaft the most because I want reverse lockout and I want to change the bushings and make it actually positive feeling instead of guessing what gear you're in. So I'm going to bring it down and we'll see what we can do about that shifter. Everybody needs a coffee break. Well, actually, if I was smart, I'd pull the pin now and then go up and take the shifter out, right? Right. But the problem is the shifter is way off in reverse and I highly doubt I'll get an Allen in there. But let's see. Actually, I can take this one to match the tool to it. Beautiful. And whoever I bought this from really included everything, so if you're watching me, I appreciate it. Thank you. Everything. But it's going to be nice having reverse lockout. Let's get this one out. Okay. Now, we get the screw out and the pin. Just that simple. Take the little set screw, take the little pin. Now we get to go play inside the car. So let me bring her down and we'll go play inside the car. Inside the car, we gotta take the shift boot off and a snap ring. And then the whole shifter will come out of the floor. These things were built so simple. I work on a lot of complicated vehicles. These ones are not one of them. Don't want to get dirt inside the tomato. Alright, let's go inside the tomato. Alright, we got a Phillips. Move my coat. Take a seat. I'm getting in here. Give me a minute. Not easy, but I'm making it happen. Okay. So, shift boot has 4 screws. Mine has 4 screws. Yours probably has 4 clips, plastic clips. I've seen them both ways. Mine's got screws. And there goes one. And I actually only put 2 back last time, because I knew I'd be doing this again. Let me get some snap. Alright. Hello again. Nice to see you. Switch these around. I always hate when you grab your snap ring pliers and they're facing the wrong way. It takes so long to do this, you know? What a pain in the butt. My problem at this very moment is there's not enough light in the situation. I could do this with a hook. This snap ring is not very powerful, so you just do it with a hook tool instead of fighting with that little snap ring plier all day. Yep. There it is. You fall, it falls out. Perfect. And then we just come on, come on. There you go. That gives you an idea of how much shorter it was and how bent it was. But yeah, we're gonna fix all of this. It's gonna be so nice. Alright, you're gonna get to be my guinea pig today, because I'm trying out that new microphone the wife bought me. So we'll see if this helps. Now, we just got the shifter out. Now our tower is up here, and our little shift rod, I think, got bent too. I have nothing to compare it to here, so I'm going to have to hope for the best on that. But my tower did get messed up pretty good. Okay. Well, we'll pull the 4 bolts and we'll see. Probably gonna have to pull the front drive shaft down just to snake it out, or even this cross member maybe. Let's see. We'll find out together. Get some tools. Okay. Oh, it was loose. Okay, they're all out. Let's pull them. Interesting. I heard a washer. Here we go. Oh, that was on the transmission side. Okay. That one I can feel. 2. All right. Even some of this stuff is hard for me to do right now. Okay, 4. Let's find out how much room I have and what I think I need out of my way. I'm going to bet my best bet is just pulling this cross member. So let's find out. Okay, 2. Cross member. Technically don't need to drop the cross member. I just need it out of my way. So now I had that much room. Is it enough? Yep, just enough. So let's go to our little bench here, otherwise known lovingly as the Sketchovator. So here's the big differences. M47, M46. Now, there's two big problems with these. This bolt pattern is different by quite a substantial amount. This is another one of those I could relief cut it, bend it over, weld it. It'd probably line up again, because the holes themselves are pretty close to the same distance, but it would need to be squeezed together more, which I'm sure I could do, or put it in that press over there and press it down a little. That's not the big deal. This I can hammer back, fix, straighten, reinforce, which I probably will do, but there's other options. The other problem with the M46 one that I have here is you can see it's galvanized. And, yeah, it looks galvanized. Might be nickel coated, but it's galvanized. Welding galvanized metal can put out harmful gases. If you're ever welding galvanized, you have to clean the coating off really well, and you have to wear a respirator. If you don't, you could be seriously injured. So don't mess around with galvanized. But I'm going to go put this in a press. I'm also going to hammer that out. And let me see what I can do with this before I even think about doing something with that. Now, nothing too crazy. It's just welded up with some flux wire. It doesn't matter. It's nothing structural. It's solid. But it's the same shape. It's bent straight. The cup's straight. Everything's straight now. So now I can put it back together and see how the shifter acts. All right. I'm going to put this back up there, and we'll see what we get.
That wasn't right, because I was actually wondering if I was going to have a problem putting this in because of the welding it and straightening it. But it looks like it's going to work along. We shall see. Two, three. Hey, I'll force the line up. Okay. Believe it or not, that's nicely centered in the hole, so that worked out well. Let's put the transmission back up, put the cross member back in, and now we can hook up our new shifter. So exciting stuff. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. No labels. Alright, can you get your transmount back in?
I don't suggest anyone put a bolt in with an impact gun, but I've been a mechanic for over 25 years now, and I kind of have a feel for it if it's going to go bad or good. So do as I say, not as I do. Perfect. So now we get to go topside and put that shifter in. So here's Tomato's new shifter. Looking good. First, second, third, fourth, and then the reverse lockout works great. That got done. Out of the parts car, I got the lower panels for both sides. I got the lower carpet for that side. I got the upper windshield trim. And yesterday, I started dyeing the tan panels. There's the spare tire cover. There's the other valley cover. And here's the tailgate cover, which I gotta finish doing. The handle was covering that part. So we'll fix all this. I gotta change out the locks and stuff. But yeah, this thing's gonna be mint. It's got the little corner covers for the weld. We got all the missing pieces now to make a absolutely mint car. So that's what we're doing. I pulled the mirrors out of the other one because they have the adjusters. So we'll be switching those out. Very cool.